Hello, everyone. Today I'm with Chima Dunga. He's a 2022 NFL draft prospect. Thank you for joining me today.
Anytime, bro. Anytime.
I'll start with my first question. How old were you when you started playing football?
I started playing football at the age of 10. I started off with Pop Warner. At first, my parents didn't like the idea of me playing football until they realized I was really good in football, and I really started to flourish in football like in high school, like my sophomore year. And then I started getting like some offers and interests and like going on visits. And that's when like my parents realized that football could be my avenue out. And since then, my parents been supporting me, and with this whole football thing, I never looked back. It took off.
So first you start with Pop Warner and at a young age of 10 and your parents were probably a little nervous at first and then they
Yeah,
realized how good you were and how far you could take it and it took off from there.
exactly. Yes, sir.
Did you play any other sports?
Yeah, in high school, I was actually I wrestled in high school. I was actually a pretty good wrestler in high school. I wrestled 285 in high school. I actually could wrestle in college, but I feel like all my heart was into football more because that's the sport I've been playing all my life. Even though like most football players would like wrestle, but there's a difference. It's a different grind in college wrestling, man. You gotta be fully committed to that sport because college wrestling is a gladiator sport, but even football is a gladiator sport too. But I feel like I like sacking the quarterbacks and like stopping the run is a good feeling, you know. Like it's a great feeling when you get a sack on the quarterback. You can't really explain that feeling, but it's great. So my heart was into football, so that's why I decided to, play football at the next level.
So you're a wrestler, and that's glad you could have played college wrestling. But like you said, your heart's into football, and it's a different grind, like college wrestling, than just that feeling. Like you can't explain it. Like you said, sacking the quarterback.
Yeah, it's just a great feeling, man. Like I can't really describe it. It's just a great feeling for sure.
Can you talk about your college career and how you got to University of Central Missouri?
All right, so I don't know if too many people is familiar with the junior college route. So out of high school, I happened to go to Paramus Catholic High School my senior year, and then I played, but like I got hurt, and then going to college, my grades, like trying to get into the college, my grades really wasn't like up to par. So I had to like take the junior college route. So I ended up going to Lackawanna Junior College in Scranton, Pennsylvania, fall of 2016. I redshirted, and then I played the 2017 season there and the 2018 season there. And I had multiple Division One offers, and I ended up going to a Division One AA school called Morgan State University in Baltimore, Maryland. I was there for 2.5 years. I played the 2019 season there, and then 2020 had hit. COVID had hit. They canceled football season. They sent us home, and then I ended up grad transferring to Central Missouri onto the portal in 2021 in spring. I graduated. I played spring ball at Morgan State, and I had Division One offers at in the portal, but my mindset was on D1 at first, and then I ended up making my mind up and dropping down D2 where I could dominate my last year of college football because I only had 1 year left. And then I ended up going to Central Missouri. Central Missouri had the platform for me where I could just go thrive as a defensive lineman at the nose tackle position, and which I did. And I ended up going to Central Missouri, and they offered everything I can. So they had the platform for me to, excel at the defensive line position. I never looked back. That's how I ended up at Central Missouri.
So it was like a process, but at the end of the day, you found what was best for you, like going to the junior college and then Morgan State, and then you could dominate at University of Central Missouri.
Yes, sir. Exactly. Yes, sir.
What schools did you talk to in the portal?
I was talking to a bunch of Division II schools like Shepherd University. I was talking to a bunch of Concord, University in West Virginia. But like as far as like D1s, I was talking to like Mercer University, St. Francis, UConn, Rutgers. I was talking to a bunch of schools in the portal because once you put your name in the portal, like a bunch of schools like contact you, And at the end of the day, you gotta be at like one school. You can't choose a bunch of schools. At the end of the day, you're gonna be at one school. So you gotta like make your mind up. You can't really be indecisive. You gotta go to a school that really wants you and really where you could just go thrive as a football player and dominate. And Central Missouri had that platform for me where I could just flourish and dominate at the nose tackle position. So that
Yeah,
was
you
about
have
it.
to. Sorry, go ahead.
Yeah, that was about it though.
Yeah, you have to go and find the best place for you and where you can dominate and be the best player you can be, and you found that spot.
Exactly, exactly.
What was your favorite moment from college?
Well, I remember we was playing Emporia State this past season, and not too many defensive linemen had the opportunity to scoop and score a touchdown. I remember when we was playing Emporia State, one of our outside linebackers, his name is Kel Miller. He came off the edge, got the sack fumble on the quarterback, and then I picked the ball up and I saw green for like 20 yards, and then the speed took over, and I hopped in the end zone. But I mean, at the time, you don't really get a bunch of opportunities like that. I really wasn't trying to be a selfish player, but I can't believe that happened. It felt surreal. So I mean, that was a real great opportunity, man. Just getting the chance to score as a defensive lineman, that really doesn't happen.
Yeah,
Yeah, my defensive line coach was upset at me at first, but he was happy for me too. But at the end of the day, football is a team sport. It's good to celebrate with the team. Don't be an individual at the end of the day. But that was a surreal feeling.
and they scored touchdowns. The defensive linemen, like you said, most defensive linemen don't get that chance.
Exactly, exactly. Yes, sir.
I know you've been going through the draft process. Can you talk about what you've done to get your name out there?
Alrighty, so I actually played in a couple of bowl games. I played in the FCS Bowl in Daytona Beach, Florida. That was like in the ending of like December. And I happened to go to this other showcase called the College Gridiron Showcase in Fort Worth, Texas, where there's a bunch of NFL scouts, CFL scouts, and then you compete against other guys from other schools, Power Five, D1 AA, Division Two schools. There was only a few like Division Two guys there, and I was a part of those few Division Two guys there. But at the end of the day, man, I believe football is football, man. If you can compete, if you could go up against the best, all that throw that whole politics side, throw that whole political football to the side, man, and just go ball and have fun and go compete. There's NFL scouts there, so that was a great opportunity to just showcase your skill and just showcase your work. And also, I had my pro day at University of Missouri probably a couple weeks ago. Probably was probably like March 28th. That was like a couple weeks ago. So it was a good feeling to just go out there and compete, just go test and just go through like the defensive line drills and just show your worth at the end of the day and just show why you stand out as a football player and why you deserve a chance. And also had a Chiefs workout not too long ago, so that was a pretty good feeling where I could just go showcase myself at the end of the day. At the end of the day, I'm doing everything to get my foot in the door, and I believe if you keep on working, everything's possible. So at the end of the day, I just need my foot in the door, and that's what I'm doing towards like this whole NFL draft process.
So you've been getting your name out there and going to like bowls and just showing what you can do, just playing your talents for like the scouts. And like you said, at the end of the day, football is football. If you can compete, no reason why you shouldn't be drafted.
Yeah, exactly. Like I got the mindset, man. I don't even care if I get drafted. I just need to be invited to someone's camp, and that's all that matters to me because I have a resume. I played in junior college. I played Division One football. I even played D2 football, and every school I was at, I flourish in. And at the end of the day, football's football, man. Throw the whole political football to the side. Division One, D2. I think if you're a dog, they'll definitely find you for sure.
And get your chance in the NFL.
Yes, sir.
What are the meetings like in preparation for the draft?
So right now it's kind of dead right now. I guess like most schools they got done having like their pro day. So right now the only thing you can do is just keep your head down and just keep on working and that's what I'm doing right now. So like right now it's kind of dead for me right now, but I was in contact with some teams for real, and I guess like that's the thing my agent is taking care of. And right now my goal right now is just to just keep on working and staying ready. So I have to get ready. So that's about it, man. So right now it's a dead period, and hopefully April 28th to 30th I hear something. So that's what I'm doing, just staying down and just working.
So right now you're working like right now it's like dead for like the meeting stuff like you said, but just making sure you're ready and then your agent's doing some of the stuff, talking to them.
Yeah, he's my agent is doing the best he can representing me, and I'm just doing the best I can to just stay ready. Yes, sir.
What emotions would you say preparing for the draft gives you, like excited or nerve wracking?
I mean, at the end of the day, we're human, so I mean, we're gonna have a little bit of anxiousness, a little bit of nervousness in you. So like, the thing with me is, I'm excited too. I'm just excited to see where I end up on this journey. Because there's other thousand defensive linemen at my position that's working too. So the only thing I'm doing right now is just staying calm and collected and just keeping my head down. I'm just working and just just getting with my trainer and just working and making sure that I'm ready once I get the call for real. But it's a good exciting feeling. Like it's crazy how your life could change within a year because within last year I didn't know I was going to be in this spot, with COVID and being at Morgan State and just transferring to another school, having this opportunity to do a pro day, have a workout with an NFL team. So it's a little bit nerve wracking too, but being nervous is good, but not too much nervousness is not good, and being excited is good, but too much excitement is not good as well. So I'm just taking everything in and just remaining calm and hopefully something pans out.
Yeah, just focusing, remaining calm and collective and staying up ready and for the call.
Just being positive, man. That's all you need. You just need positive energy.
Have you heard from anyone as to where they predict you'll be taken?
Right now, my draft stock, from what I was told, priority free agent, a guy that could potentially get a call after the draft. So, like I said, like my goal right now is, just to stay ready. So I have to get ready, do everything I can to be ready. So my goal, my draft stock is a priority free agent. At the end of the day, like I said to you, my brother, I just need my foot in the door, and that's all I need, man.
Mm-hmm. It's like even like it's matter no matter how you get to a team, once you get that opportunity, you can show
Yeah,
and
man.
anyone
Everybody just got a different path in life. Everybody got a different journey in life. Some people have a journey that's given to you, is given to them, and some people have to, go to like a different like route for real. Everybody has a different path in life.
like Tony Romo, like he was an undrafted player.
Exactly.
And
Yes.
can you talk about what you would bring to a team that drafts you or signs you?
A team that drafts me or sign me. Me, I play this game. This game of football is a gladiator sport. I play with a relentless sports. I'm a good locker room guy. I'm a good teammate. I push myself and I push others, and I play this game with effort, man, because you don't know when is your last snap, so you always have to go 110%. So I'm a good teammate. Like I said, I play this game with effort. I play this game with a passion, and I just play with a tenacious force. And like I said, it's a gladiator sport. You gotta play this game 110%. So that's the way I look at this game of football. So any team that takes me, they're getting one hell of a player. And I'm humble. I take criticism. I know how to take coaching. I know when I'm right. I know when I'm wrong. And that's everything that I bring to a team that ends up picking me up.
So you're just a gladiator player, a great player in the locker room. You have it all on the field and off as a teammate, and then you know how to be coachable too.
Yes, sir. Exactly. Exactly.
Have you gotten to meet any cool in like this process?
Like, how do you mean?
Like anyone like famous or like a cool player, coach?
Yeah, I was actually in I don't know if you're familiar with Larry Ogunjobi. He plays for the Bengals actually. Um I was actually in Florida training with him, so that was a pretty good a good experience, having the opportunity talk to NFL guys that was in your shoes before, and just like chopping it up and getting advice from them, because like I said, they was in your shoes at one point, and then you just gotta, if you want to be the best, you gotta surround yourself by the best. So I was training with him in Florida actually when I was doing my pro day training, and that was a good surreal feeling. A guy that plays the same position as you, you're just taking notes from them. So it was a pretty good feeling, man. This game of football is a small network, so you'll run into like people that you look up to. So that's a good feeling.
That is cool. I have heard of him like through Madden. Like I don't know, like I've pulled his pack and he's like an elite player on there.
Yeah, he's a dog for real, especially at the three technique, the defensive tackle position. Yes, sir.
It's a game to play with someone like you said, like that's in the position like you want to be, like in the NFL and play to your position and training with the best.
Exactly.
How would you describe yourself off the field?
Um, Off the field, I'm definitely a outgoing person, but I'm more of like a homebody person. I like to spend time with friends. I'm really simple for real. I like going out for real. I just like spending time with friends for real because this game of football. You play this game so long. Sometimes you need to like you need to relax outside the games for real. But like, I mean, I don't really do too much. I mean, I watch Netflix. I like to chill. I like shopping for real. I don't really like do too much for real. I'm just like a simple guy for real. I'm not boring, but I'm just homebody, like I said.
Yeah, it's like or simple, like not boring, like you like to hang out with your friends and just do like fun stuff like that. Simple, not like crazy over the top.
Yeah, exactly, exactly.
Then the last question I have is for fun. You get to take any three NFL players to dinner. They can be past or present. Who are you taking?
Number one is Aaron Donald. Aaron Donald's my favorite player. He plays his three technique position. I've been following Aaron Donald since I was in high school when he was playing at Pitt. Um, Number two, my second player is John Randall. I don't know if you're familiar with John Randall. He played for the Vikings.
Vikings. Right.
So he played defensive tackle too. You know what I find interesting too? He actually went D2. So like I mean, like I said, if you're a dog, they'll definitely find you. John Randall was an underrated defensive tackle, and he actually had a good career. He actually flourished at the defensive tackle position for the Vikings. And I just like the way he plays a game of football. Like he's a wacky. He has like a wacky character. He knows how to talk a lot of trash and jazz and getting into his opponent's head. So I find that kind of funny. And number three, another number three, man. Number three is kind of I might have to think about this one. Who's my favorite? Who's my third defensive lineman I looked up to? Um, I'm kind of a fan of Eric Ed Oliver. He plays for the Bills.
Yeah.
He also plays three technique too. So like he plays the defensive tackle position too. He plays this game with a motor. Plays with this game with a motor. He just nonstop. He runs the ball. He's a relentless run stuffer, run stopper, and he just gets to it at the point of attack when he attacks the offensive lineman. So it's just that's probably my top three favorite players in the NFL, past or present.
Those are all great players and getting to like learn from and have dinner. That would just be great.
Yeah, exactly.
And
Yes,
Ed Oliver, I remember watching him for the first time. He was playing for Houston, and they're
yeah,
talking about like, he's so good. They were talking about how he was like I think the highest rated recruit to commit to Houston at the time.
yeah. Ed Oliver. Yeah, it's crazy because me and Ed Oliver is in the same like high school like class for real. So it's kind of crazy how he's in the league and having like a good standout career. So it's just crazy how time flies for real.
Yeah, he's good. And Aaron Donald is probably the best defensive lineman in the league.
Yeah, I feel like Aaron Donald definitely marked every box, every category box, and like just like accolades for real. Like he's a dog. I just like Aaron Donald. I mean, Aaron Donald definitely set the standard for defensive tackles under 6 foot, 6'1", and he definitely shows that you could put all that undersized stuff aside. If you're a dog, you could definitely dominate. Doesn't matter what your height or size is.
And now like he's probably gonna be a Hall of Famer.
Exactly. Yeah. I'm happy he got a Super Bowl. That's just well deserved.
Yeah. I was sad about as a 49er fan since they beat him in the NFC championship, but
you're from the West Coast too, so I mean, you're not too far from LA, so I mean,
Yeah.
yeah, that's pretty cool.
I thank you for taking the time to join me today.
No problem, Nate, for sure, man. Yes, sir.
Thank you.
Yes, sir. You got it.